Hi everybody, how are you? It's important to move air in the summertime so you feel a little bit cooler. It's also important to move air in the wintertime. And one of the things that happens is if you have a lot of dead air sitting around in the house, especially near windows, you have a tendency to get moisture buildup. It's usually, in the form of ice crystals, that kind of thing. The humidity in your house makes a big difference, but also air. If you can get the air flowing over those surfaces, then it helps dramatically. So I looked around and I thought, okay, what's a good solution for this? I want to do this in the basement. So I ordered a screw-in ceiling fan. And basically replaces a simple light bulb. You just screw it into the socket. And when I got it, I was a little surprised because the box was only this big. And I thought to myself, oh, good Lord, what is this going to do? But you know something? Once I put the blades into the unit, snapped them in, it actually becomes fairly big. We're talking almost 19-inch diameter, so it's got a fair sweep on it. So I'm going to show you the parts that you get, and then I'm going to show you it installed, and then I'm going to do a wind meter test to show you how much CFM these things put out. You'll be surprised. Have a look. Well, this is what you get when it's assembled. It's about an 18-inch span from one end of the blade to the other. You get a socket end that you screw into your outlet, and you'll see there's also an extender. If you don't need the extender, it's this piece. You can take it off because there's another socket just down here if you want a little bit of a closer fit. It all depends on the circumstances. In my case, I have pot lights, so they're recessed, so the extender really makes a difference for me. Not a bad investment for $30 odd. So here it is installed. You can see that I've screwed it into a pot light and removed the 60-watt bulb I have. Now it comes with a couple of different features. You can make it brighter, which is going to affect the camera a little bit here. You can dim it down, which makes it a lot easier to film. You can actually change the color of the light as well, from a daylight to a cool white, and all the way down to a warm white, which is more of an orangey color. But for this purpose, I'm going to put it back up to the daylight color. So that's the fan installed. I'm going to show you how it runs. Okay, I've got it going on the first speed right now, and it doesn't look really fast because the camera frame rate kind of has the tendency to look like the blade is slowing down, but it isn't. But we're going to turn off the light, and it makes it a little easier to film. So let's do that. All right, so now the light is off. So I'm going to grab a wind meter, and we're going to see just how much CFM this fan moves, given the fact that it's a small fan. You don't expect much, but you'll be surprised. Hang on a second. Okay, I've got it on the first setting, and I'm going to bring my wind meter into the picture. And we're going to see here, you got to kind of find the sweet spot where the meter can read it. But right around there, we're putting up, it varies depending on where I move this on here. Put the power back on. So we're getting about, it flashed up to 150 depending on where you hold it. So this is the second speed on it. You can see we're pulling out a lot of cubic feet per minute, CFM. And depending on where you hold the meter, we're getting as high as 450. So, for a fan this size, this is ridiculous. And this is speed number 2. Okay, we're on the fourth speed. And again, it's finding the sweet spot. Oh, we just hit over 600 here. 610. It all really depends on the angle that this wind meter is at. But you can see this is putting out an awful lot of air. So, while this isn't going to blow the house down, I can tell you one thing, that it's going to move the air in that room. Standing in the area that the fan's at, you can really feel, look at that rating, 590, 620. You can really feel the air coming out of this thing. So for a $38 fan, it's quite ridiculous how much power you can get out of this thing. Not too bad, right? I mean, it's in this case, it's a $30 odd investment. They do come cheaper. You can get them starting in the high 20s. to the high 70s and 80s. I don't know what you'd get different for it, really. I mean, the mid-range one is the one I decided to go with because it had so many good reviews. And it only takes a maximum of 35 watts to operate it, which isn't really much at all. I mean, it's half of a 60-watt light bulb, right? So if you want to move some air in the house, which is important again, summertime, keep you cool. Wintertime, get that air moving around, especially in your windows and things like that, so that you don't get the condensation buildup on the windows once it gets really cold out. I'll leave you a link in the description as usual, and I hope you learned something today. Have fun. See you around the neighborhood. Take care.